Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end. So
here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 76 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Geronimo Allison.
That's good.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down.
34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Got a man, that's Allison. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here earlier in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 10.
Once again here on 2nd and 10.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The running back, again, the ball.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Wentz. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans are saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he coughed it up.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Now for the point after.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Dumps it off to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On the keeper.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now with signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
And it's third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to...
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A slant to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Wentz now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Taken down.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to come.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Dancing to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he connects with Ebron. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Wentz to throw again. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the big.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense back out there.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
44-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Running back. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.